What's good, y'all? It's me, Chris. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the rise of rich celebrities on OnlyFans. But before we get into that, if you like, you can go ahead and check me out on my other social media platforms. Here is my Twitter and my Instagram. And if you're new here, I do commentary on anything that interests me. So y'all can go ahead and check out some of those recent videos. A small disclaimer before we get into this topic. This is like my fifth or sixth time trying to film this damn video. As I stated in my previous video before, ever since daylight saving time has ended, I've had a really difficult time finding time in the day to film. I don't have lights. I just use natural sunlight, and if I film before 11:30 a.m., it just is a bright shining spotlight on me, and it blacks out the rest of the background. If I film after 1 p.m., it's too dark and it's too grainy. So I think I finally settled on the time in which I'm able to film. It was supposed to be a cloudy forecast today, but the sun and the clouds have been playing peekaboo with me and really fucking me up. So I apologize for that. This is what we're working with. This is what goes on behind the scenes, behind the other side of this camera. So I apologize in advance if the lighting and the quality is not the best, but I'm working on it. And at least y'all have me to enjoy. So there you go, okay? So for today's video, I want to talk about Chris Brown and a bunch of other celebrities who have decided to hop on OnlyFans and why I view it to be very problematic. But for those of y'all that don't know about OnlyFans, let me put y'all on game. So OnlyFans is a subscription service website in which you have a paywall, in which your members pay a monthly fee to have access to exclusive content that they won't be able to have on any other platform or website. The website can be used by any type of content creator, but it's predominantly used by sex workers because OnlyFans is pretty much the only website right now that allows sex workers to be able to monetize their work. You might see in similar cases YouTubers or TikTok content creators have a Patreon in which they have like exclusive content, so it's similar to that. OnlyFans has been really known in my neck of the woods. I've known about OnlyFans for about 3 years. If you're active on Twitter and Instagram, if you're active on Freak Twitter, like you recognize that people use OnlyFans to pursue sex work or to be able to supplement their income. Like it's very norm. I'm not sure where everybody was at, but it seems like it really just hit the mainstream conscious once Beyonce decided to hop on the Savage remix. So y'all know that was a huge song from Megan Thee Stallion. It got her first #1. The craze of the song was when Beyonce sang those famous lines, hips tick tock when I dance, on that demon time she might start her OnlyFans. Big beat and that beat stand for bands. If you want to see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. Yo, Beyonce was spitting on that song. It was so fucking good. But everybody in response was like, oh my gosh, Beyonce knows what OnlyFans is. What? Does she have an OnlyFans? Is she subscribed to OnlyFans? I can, but is she going to release her OnlyFans? And I was like, y'all shocked about OnlyFans, but I'm like, what's Demon Time? That's what I didn't know about. I did not know what the hell Demon Time was, but apparently Demon Time is in reference to Instagram, in which like it's a certain time of the evening time in which sex workers come out to play. I think that's what that is, but huge song. All of a sudden, everybody was talking about OnlyFans, and it's really interesting because I'm like, did celebrities like not know about OnlyFans, or did they not think it was profitable? Like, I'm really wondering why all of a sudden the craze happened once Beyonce said it. I mean, a lot of times things are not sealed or significant until Beyonce puts her stamp of approval on it. So maybe that may have been why. But after this huge song of the Savage remix featuring Beyonce was released, we got a wave, a huge, massive, I would even say tsunami wave of celebrities hopping on OnlyFans. We had Black China, Tyga, Safari, Jordan Woods, Tyler Posey, and Bella Thorne, and other more out there as well. But these are just the most recognizable names. And This is my problem with rich people getting on OnlyFans is because they don't have to do the same amount of work that regular poor folk, working class folks have to do. Like, people like you and I that are watching these videos, people who are regular ass content creators, people with no money or no resources, um, but with all the talent, use these platforms for stability, use these platforms to be able to gain some type of access, to be able to have the opportunities for themselves. And it's a lot of work of building your audience on OnlyFans. Like, usually you have to be already active on some other social media website as Instagram or Twitter. A lot of times people are posting their clips and previews of their OnlyFans contents on their social media websites. I see people giving out discount codes. I see people giving out free sign up codes. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into getting people to engage in your content as an OnlyFans creator, even more specifically as an OnlyFans sex worker. Famous rich celebrities have a huge built-in dedicated audience that will literally follow them anywhere. So when you take your huge loyal fan base onto these platforms, it literally cannibalizes the small content creators. And the necessity of celebrities starting OnlyFans is so different from poor working class folks. A lot of times the poor working class people, they're looking for income and looking for opportunities that they wouldn't be able to get elsewhere. And with rich celebrities, it's just a stroke of their ego. It's a lot of times in greed. It's a lot of times just a sad attempt to stay relevant in pop culture. It's the same problem that happens on many other platforms. You see with YouTube, the amount of celebrities and shows that have occupied that space. Like, I'm sorry, Will Smith does not need a fucking YouTube channel. The Tonight Show does not need a YouTube channel to showcase their clips. Like, they have Hollywood, they have television, they have media already backing them up. People, us regular ass folks, use YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and OnlyFans for ways of being able to gain accessibility to opportunities that we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Like, to me, a lot of these celebrities who are worth millions, when they come and occupy OnlyFans, it really just feels like thievery and violence at this point. Like, literally just a few months ago, Bella Thorne started an OnlyFans in an attempt to highlight sex workers, but she ended up just censoring herself. She profited $2 million in a week, and since she wasn't transparent about the type of content that she was posting, a lot of people requested refunds, and this essentially froze the site. It held up a lot of small other content creators payments. People couldn't get paid for days. It was a whole frenzy. This type of thing, when celebrities come in with these built-in audience, like I said earlier, they occupy this space, they literally cannibalize, they freeze everything. It literally puts everyone else into a frenzy while they just stand there, do minimal effort, and gain all the profit. It's ridiculous. OnlyFans is very valuable to sex workers because there's virtually no other sites in which sex workers can monetize their work. There is no personal ads on Craigslist any longer. There's no back page. You can't do sex work on Patreon. On Twitter and Instagram, yeah, light nudity is allowed, but you can't monetize your work off of those platforms. So OnlyFans is really one of the few accessible sites for sex workers to utilize. Another reason why OnlyFans is so vital to sex workers is because the porn industry is so exclusionary to a lot of bodies. The porn industry is straight up racist, transphobic, fatphobic, colorist, and it constantly plays into a lot of race fetishes that really makes me so uncomfortable. So OnlyFans allows inclusivity for a bunch of different type of bodies and gender, and a lot of people to be able to thrive and be desired, where the porn industry is so limited in the types of bodies and experiences that they like to portray and profit off of. Another reason why OnlyFans is very important is because of financial autonomy. A lot of times people who work in the porn industry are underpaid. With OnlyFans, this allows you to be able to set your price and be able to really set your worth. It gives you a lot of freedom from dealing with like the politics of the porn industry. And the last gripe that I have with a lot of these rich celebrities that hop on OnlyFans, they're really not selling anything that you couldn't see on Instagram or on anywhere else or in real life. Like they sell dick prints and shirtless photos, like, and they charge an astronomical price for that. That is insane. You have people who are doing work, who are doing solo work, who are doing scene work, who are trying to find scene partners during a pandemic. Like there's a lot of barriers and boundaries and obstacles that sex workers have to face on OnlyFans, and rich ass celebrities come on, post a photo with their shirt up, and then all of a sudden they just made like thousands of dollars. To me, that is insane, and it's inconsiderate of the people who are actually taking this craft to be very seriously. Very much so. So I'm not opposed to rich people wanting to do sex work, rich people wanting to have exclusive content. I'm fine with that. Beyonce and Rihanna both released like an astronomically expensive coffee table books. Like if you want to do that shit, that's fine. But with all the money that Chris Brown has, he's worth $50 million. He could start his own website. He can have a team of engineers, a team of customer service people that can operate that website, in which he can post his exclusive content over there. Leave OnlyFans for the people who have no other options. There's people out here who have no money and who have no resources, and OnlyFans and other subscription sites are here available for working class people. We're the ones who put these platforms on. And a lot of times when these celebrities hop on the platforms, essentially because capitalism is a thing, greed is a thing, our world is ran by money, these companies, they get more invested into this rich celebrities because that brings in the profits in for them. They're no longer interested in the person who's doing content in their bedroom at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, they're interested in these high profile celebrities. So essentially then makes less opportunities for people out there. So like I said, leave the OnlyFans, leave all the subscription websites to us us folks. Y'all got money, y'all can engineer, design whatever kind of website that will be so appeasing for your fans. Do that. And honestly, I don't know who's out here even paying $20 to see Chris Brown. I think it's funny. I mean, he's still relevant. He still charts. I'm judging y'all. I'm judging y'all if you are buying a Chris Brown OnlyFans. I'm judging you. Rihanna, lest we forget. And he ain't done nothing to really change behavior. But anywho, that's all my thoughts that I have on this conversation. I would love to hear what you guys think. Please leave your comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Crispy Noah family. And I will see you on my next video. Bye.